Kdqn 921 on Facebook. For now, let's do some weather. We are looking at an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms today. Now, this was all early in the morning, so I think it's all out of the way. A high near 60 and some stronger winds gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 38. And Saturday, sunny with a high near 67. Sunday, sunny with a high near 75. So hopefully, also Monday.
Sounds great.
Yeah, partly sunny, a high near 78 on Monday. No rain chances until Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday all have significant showers and thunderstorm chances. So, but for now, we're looking at a dry weekend, which I'm excited for. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, we need it for sure. Currently 52 degrees outside your number one country studios. Yesterday's high 70, the low 51. 0.58 inches of rainfall only. We were talking about how I was saying like 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible yesterday. Luckily, we didn't have to worry about that. So we're still waiting on word about the games tonight. Of course, the game last night was canceled or postponed, rather. Although it is an invitational, it's a tournament, so I'm not sure if they usually postpone those games. Greg?
I think they're probably trying to work all that out.
Yeah.
I mean, they would originally try to get them all in, but as the wetness continues, they probably go from postponements to cancellations.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're just trying to play whatever they can play. It might end up being one game instead of, 3
Right.
that they were supposed to play.
Right. Good morning, everybody on Facebook Live. We're going to be doing a Smartphone EMT giveaway. So everybody who wants to participate, go to Facebook Live right now, comment Smartphone EMT, and in the next few minutes here, we're going to tally up all those people and do a drawing for that. For now, I want to do a drawing. I want to do a caller number 9 situation on a car charger. So the 9th caller to 642-2190 is going to win themselves an awesome car charger. Everybody needs one of these. So that begins now. Commencing now. 9th caller wins themselves a car charger. Compliments of Smartphone EMT. We appreciate them. And then that is a portable charger. Can I see that? Yes. Those are too good, man. Yeah, these are great. I use these for ball games because for iPhones, you cannot charge and have the phone connected to the mic at the same time. So these are great. Lay it right on top and it charges. It works. Yeah, when those came out, I was like, man, this is like the Jetsons a little bit. Yeah.
Here's the other thing, too. This will be interchangeable, too. If they don't want to use this one in particular, we'll give them a charging pad where they can just set their phone on and charge it. So they'll have their choice. We just brought this one because it's the newest one.
Yeah.
It's one of the newest things. The charging pad's been around for about 4 years.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
we'll give them the choice for that.
Yeah, that's super cool. We got lots of ones coming in. Smartphone EMT. Go to our Facebook Live and type that in right now. For now, though, have you guys been following this Andrew Tate thing? Do you guys know him?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you know him. So, of course, he was arrested in Romania on a bunch of crazy charges, of course. Yeah. But I don't want to talk too much about what he did or my actual opinions on this guy. He's a very divisive guy.
He is.
Social media star or whatever, kickboxing guy, champion, whatever it was. He's in a Romanian prison right now. And I was looking at some of his requests when it came to like what he's requesting to be in prison. He wants a PlayStation. I don't know how well like Romanian guards in a Romanian prison are going to like react to that. Apparently it's been pretty rough for him because he hasn't been able to have a haircut. Hey, look at that. We do have a caller number 9 on the line. I don't know. If I was in a Romanian prison, I think I'd keep my my requests pretty minimal. Like clean water is one I think I might want to.
He is a kickboxing champion. So.
Yes.
Come mess with me is probably what he's thinking.
Yeah, exactly. That's not the worst thing to be in prison, is a kickboxing champion. Let's go to caller number 9 on the line. Who do we have on the phone?
Jason Stapp.
Jason Stapp, you just got yourself an awesome car charger from Smartphone EMT. Did they pick that up over there?
Yes.
Awesome. You can go to Smartphone EMT pretty much after the show, and you will have one of those available to you. Thanks for playing, man.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, look at that. Jason Stapp is the first winner, and I think we're going to do 2 big drawings. We've got quite a few comments on here, so we're going to have to tally those up in just a minute. But yeah, and the other thing he really is requesting is haircuts in prison because he usually has his head shaved completely. Did you see how he actually got like caught and where they knew they were at, it was actually a pizza box in a picture. He did like a response video to somebody who was trashing him.
I think it was Greta Thunberg.
It was Greta
right
Thunberg.
after that, he got
yes.
arrested.
Yeah, so he was in a Twitter war with Greta Thunberg, and then his response video, he had a pizza box. And that's how they knew exactly where he was at. It was like a Romanian pizza chain.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just absolutely crazy. I don't know. He's an interesting guy, to say the least. I will say that. I don't really agree with him on pretty much anything, but yeah. And his kickboxing championship is definitely in the air. He never fought for any actual huge promotions, and he fought a lot of. I'm not going to say anything, but
I wouldn't mess with him. So
I definitely wouldn't mess with him.
Yeah, that
definitely,
I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm a big kickboxing fan. I'm a big UFC fan. Fights coming up this weekend are going to be incredible. So, do you guys follow that at all?
Yeah, we'll be watching it.
This is John Jones fight. Yeah, I'm waiting for him. He's been gone for a while.
3 years.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see him come back and
technically undefeated. You know,
John Bon Jones.
Johnny Bones Jones. That's right, not John Bon Jones. John Bon Jovi is fighting this weekend. Yeah,
Dead or alive.
He's technically 26-1, but you could call him 27-0 if you know, you know. So he's considered the greatest of all time. So I'm very excited to watch him come back into the octagon.
I have some very special guests actually coming here. Not this week, not this next week, but the week after that. They're having a promotion in Frisco, Texas.
Yeah.
This coming up weekend, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And then the Saturday after that, the Friday after that, they're gonna be here because they're gonna have a promotion in Texarkana. It's Peak Fighting.
Oh yeah,
and it's gonna be the actual owner and his media producer. They're gonna come up here, and it's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
hopefully we can give away some fights for that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You know what I mean? Some tickets to that fight, and it'll be pretty cool, man. I've been to one, and I've been in one. The one I was in, I didn't enjoy as much as the one that I watched.
You were in a fight?
Yeah, I was. This is where I got this little.
No way.
Yeah. Listen, I was trying to tire him out with my face.
Yeah. That's what Conor McGregor did.
I kept blocking his. I kept blocking his punches, but they were all with my face. It wasn't that good. It was much more fun watching.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
We should be able to give away some tickets.
Yeah, we do have a rising. Alberto Trujillo here from Kdqn. I love watching his fights. I try and stay as in tune as I can with him. I believe that he could very well get into the UFC, at least through the Contender Series.
I hope he does.
I hope he does.
He's been working really hard. I remember in high school, he used to train at his parents' store.
Yeah.
He'd ask a couple of guys to come out there and help him spar. And well, I never actually sparred with him. I actually just got and watch. And one of my buddies who actually sparred with him was trying to like knock him out. He didn't know what sparring meant.
Yeah.
And it was a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very well rounded, and he's a perfect size for that division, I think. And he doesn't have to do any massive weight cuts. He fights right at his natural weight, so I think he's going to be really good. Like, they can't ignore him anymore. He's been Cage Fury flyweight champion before, and he's also, I believe he's been in talks with the Contender Series, so that'll be super awesome. I mean, that'd be just a huge. Cool thing for Kdqn as well as for him, and we all get to watch it. So yeah.
Did you watch him in Houston?
I watched that fight after the fact.
After the fact, man, as you can tell, the first round kind of he wasn't, but after he let this guy gas out, he was nonstop. It was fun to watch.
When we had him in, he said this is the first fight he ever just felt like. All the other fights, he felt like the game plan was super important. You know, like I got to do this. He said for this fight, he just let the natural talent go. And that you could see it in the fight. He was almost having fun at that point. You know,
it's exciting just to see somebody perform so well. And I'm talking about the guy. It was after the first round. You watched the fight. I mean, there was no question he was going to win. You know, they don't say don't leave it up to the judges, but on this one.
Oh yeah, and
he dominated.
People, I think more casual fans do like to see the finish. Of course, I do too. But I like to also see 5 rounds of dominance or 3 rounds of dominance from a guy. That's more impressive sometimes to me. That's why John Bone Jones is one of my favorites. He usually doesn't try and go for the finish. He tries to beat you with your style over the course of 5 rounds.
It's gonna be exciting.
It's going to be exciting. Yeah. yeah, super. I wish nothing but the best for Alberto, and I get to finally I got him on Instagram and stuff, so I can finally
Shout out to Alberto.
Yeah,
man.
for sure. Hey, listen, let's take the briefest of breaks, and we're gonna tally up, make sure we got all the names in there. Thank you, Greg, for that. We'll come back and we'll draw a couple names for some more giveaways. It's the Brew Crew. All right, we're back live. Just going to finish out the last, 20 minutes before we get out of here for the weekend. You guys excited? You guys got any big plans for the weekend?
Put in work.
Yeah, put in work. Awesome. All right, well, let's do the drawing, I think.
All right,
do you want me
who's
to do
drawing?
it? Actually, no.
Yeah,
one
let's
of
let
these-
you do it this time.
Okay, I'll do it this time.
Are we going to do 2 or 1?
We're going to do 2.
Okay,
so I'm
so
gonna
here
draw
goes the first one.
Yeah, here's the first one. We're drawing for the car charger. And the winner is going to be Kim Caldwell. Kim Caldwell commented Smartphone EMT on our Facebook Live, so she wins herself a car charger. And then the next one for the big prize, the portable charging pad. And again, if you don't like this one, you said you can
get a home one.
Yeah, I've got 2 in here actually by accident, so I got to get rid of 1. Sorry, whoever that was.
We should have left that out. See
Yeah,
who it.
I know.
Oh
I
man,
know.
that'd be hilarious.
K Smart.
K-Smart.
K-Smart won this
Smart.
one.
Nice, wins that. So you can pick all this stuff up over at Smartphone EMT, guys. We seriously appreciate it. I love the
Be
giveaways
back.
that you guys give
back.
us.
Listen, we'll have some. We're still coming up with a big giveaway for this
Mm-hmm.
month. We're gonna announce it probably next Friday.
Yeah.
And we'll be thinking about a way to give that away. But every time we leave here, we want to thank our customers. Without them, we wouldn't be around here.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't be as successful as we are. And Greg will tell you, he's got the tax services for the longest of time.
Mm-hmm.
Without a great team, you can only do so much.
Oh, for sure.
In order for us to expand, we got to have quality people like Yordi and the rest of our staff. And you'll get to meet them along the way. I'll try to bring at least one of them in. every Friday, and I'm not gonna say they're all as awesome as Yordi, but we'll say that when they come on the air.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh man, y'all are great. We appreciate it. And so everybody that won today, you can go by Smartphone EMT and pick up your prize.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Great. Appreciate you guys so
Thank,
much.
thank you guys for
seriously.
having us on here.
Of course.
And thank Yordi for coming in on a short notice.
Yeah.
I texted him at 7. What time was 7 something?
I remember I was half asleep.
Half
Yeah,
asleep.
7 something. He said, "Well, I'll give it a go," and
Yeah.
he gave it a go. And I think
Do you
he did
live
great.
in Broken Bow?
No,
or
I
you
live
live
here,
in
yeah.
Kdqn? Yeah. So you got to make that trip every day. So you on the way after this
Yeah,
radio
yeah,
interview?
I am.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, and putting together a great team, man. I like the team that we have here, and it's when Jen called out today. Unfortunately, she is dealing with COVID now, and her whole house is going to be dealing with it. It's always noticeable, when a good member of the team isn't there. So appreciate you coming. We've had to pick up some slack today because
Yeah.
Jen's gone. Yeah.
Anytime you guys need me.
Oh, yeah.
call me.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Just like he answered the call, so will I.
Awesome.
We're gonna have a good weekend.
Yeah.
It's income tax season. It's basically our Christmas
Yeah.
at Smartphone EMT, and just want to thank Yordi once again.
Mm-hmm.
And my job is to get them out of their comfort zone so they can experience new things. He was a little hesitant about it today, but I think you nailed it.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, he did a
absolutely.
great job.
Yeah, well done, man.
Yordi's
Well
a
done.
good guy.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you,
sure.
thank you.
Yeah.
Even if you hang around with some people.
Again, Smartphone EMT. It's the perfect time here in Kdqn, Broken Bow, and over in Texarkana. Stop by any of their locations. We appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Always giving away some great stuff.
That's right.
And thanks to everybody on Facebook Live for participating as well. One last break before we get out of the show for good. We'll be back with the Brew Crew. That's right. We are back live. Kdqn 92.1. I didn't even have this all set up for Facebook Live so they could hear. Oh, man. You guys doing okay? I mean, I'm so excited for 10 minutes from now.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, you only worked 4 days this week, man.
I know it. Yeah.
That's what happens when you take off.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
it makes you want to be off again more.
Exactly. Yeah. And I got the work of Jen as well to do today.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get out of here and just
That's
get it
a
off
lot.
my mind. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like now I got this, you know, I feel like as soon as I can get started, I'll be feeling a lot better.
I missed Jen.
Yeah, me too already.
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, to leave this all on a happy note, after reading a story, I'm doing a lot better right now than I was doing 10 minutes ago. I've read a story, just kind of reinforces my fact that Arkansas has got some of the best people in the world in it. I was reading a story about an 8-year-old in Little Rock who for years, he's been going to one of the Waffle Houses in Little Rock, and he met, when he first started going, met one of the waiters. Devontae is his name, and he said he got to the point where he was constantly asking to sit in Devontae's section at the Waffle House. So this guy would serve him. He said he's just the nicest, friendliest guy, best service. Remembered the 8-year-old's name, exactly how he wanted his breakfast. Didn't even have to ask. He'd have it ready for him by the time he came in.
Usual.
Yeah, well, he learned kind of through the grapevine that Devontae he got forced out of his apartment because they did an inspection on the apartment building, the entire building. It was infested with rats, black mold. They forced everybody out, and he's been living in a motel with his 2 young daughters and his wife. Had no car. Of course, because where he was living before was real close. The motel he's had to live in, $60 a night, which is pretty expensive. It means that his wife's had to take on 2 shifts. He's taken on 2 shifts, and the way they got it scheduled, because they can't really cover child care, is that they were never seeing each other. When one was working, the other one was taking care of the kids. As soon as the one get home, the other one would go take care of the kids. So they really weren't getting to see each other. Well, this young man, he found out about all this stuff, started up a GoFundMe with a goal of $5,000, and media caught wind of it. He's raised almost $40,000 for this guy, and gave it to him the other day. I mean, it was just reading the story. You got to check it out. There's a Washington Post, I think, is the one who got a big story on it, but I found a free version online.
Nice.
Yeah, get through the paywall a little bit. So check it out. You want to feel good about living in Arkansas and what kind of people we have here in this state. That's a perfect example of it.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example of a good GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've actually got a list right here
Of some
30
bad GoFundMes?
outstandingly bad GoFundMes. Yeah, I will talk about just a couple of them here. So the
glue
first
girl,
one,
the Gorilla Glue.
That one was terrible. That's got to be one of the worst.
I
This
put
one,
Gorilla Glue in my hair, and it
Yeah.
cost me tens of thousands of dollars to fix that. Would you please give me money?
please help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about this one? Help me transition to a trans financial man. So his
Okay.
goal was $5 million, and he raised $478,000.
What?
Just because he was basically making a joke, like, "Hey, I just want to be rich," and making it a joke of like, "I'm a trans rich guy." Yeah, I was
I'm
poor and
pretending to be something I'm not.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it worked out for him. $500,000 that'd be a pretty good, little startup investment.
Yeah, I like this one that said, "I want to try and buy GoFundMe."
Yeah. Okay.
That was a good one. So trying to raise $5 million.
Raised $5. Is that what I
Yeah,
see?
that's right. Which one was it? Oh yeah, this guy needs lots of hats. Please help. He raised $83 by 4 people in 19 hours.
Well,
you can really go on there.
I've got a bunch of hats I'll send him.
Yeah, yeah. You can really go on GoFundMe and just be like, "I just want a pizza tonight.
Yeah.
Somebody help me out with that." You know.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the amount of scams and stuff that go on here are incredible.
How many people launder money? Criminals laundering money through GoFundMe.
Yeah, that's true. I watched a bit of a YouTube documentary about a girl she was trying to be a famous YouTuber. She was like 5, or it was like those 1,000-pound sisters. Have you seen that anything for that show?
No.
Yeah.
Are they 1,000 pounds each or
No,
combined?
I think
No,
combined.
combined
They're
they are.
combined. They're probably like 12.
Weak. Okay. Well,
yeah, up there a little bit. And she faked that her sister passed away and set up a GoFundMe for her funeral.
these are famous people.
These are famous people. Quickly realized that she didn't pass away at all, and then of course was like banned and never come back on YouTube or anything. Never ask for money again.
Yikes.
Yeah, it happens all the time. This one is pretty funny. This former child star, his name is Aaron Carter. He's been in the news a lot lately for like different stuff.
He's dead, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he died? Is that why he's been
That
in the
or
news?
his brother. They were famous for something.
Yeah,
back
some
in-
child star thing.
For sure.
Right?
He's the one that passed away.
Oh, darn. Well, before he passed away, he put up a GoFundMe to get him rich again.
Yeah. So the clicker to support the Aaron Carter Back on Top Foundation.
Yes, exactly. Back on top. I like that a lot. I want some AirPods.
Okay.
So really, I mean, these aren't necessarily like completely egregious.
Yeah.
They're just people like, hey, I want this if you want to donate to it. But the scams are the ones that really get bad. I watched one. This is something that I was really excited for when one of my favorite comedians, Patrice O'Neill, he passed away, I think in 2011 or 2012 or something like that. And his longtime girlfriend had put together a GoFundMe and a Kickstarter. It was the Kickstarter to do a documentary on his life, and said that, to do this, we just needed like $250,000 to film it and produce it and all that stuff. And she starts going on radio shows and all this and talking about, oh yeah, we're going to fly to England because he went to England a lot and do some shots in England. And we're going to fly to Brazil because he went to Brazil a lot and all this stuff. And basically she raised the money, $250,000 from a lot of different people, and pretty much just blew it all, and then sold the rights to the documentary to Comedy Central. And then they and the clause in the Comedy Central contract was they were meant to refund everybody who donated on Kickstarter, for the documentary. And it never got released, and it's been just a tragic,
man.
and I was really excited for it. And then one day, really randomly, a bunch of unlisted videos on YouTube, ones you need just a link for, you can't actually search for them, of like interviews for the documentary were released of a bunch of comedians talking about him and stuff. So that was real weird. There was a bunch of shady stuff behind it, and then all of a sudden it just blew up and got sold to Comedy Central and never produced. So Yeah. So that's $250,000. That's just one of them that I know from like a personal thing I was interested in. The amount of scams on Kickstarter is insane.
Have you ever been taken by one of those?
No, I've never donated to a Kickstarter.
Okay.
Now,
Or
Kickstarter
anything online?
No, never. Have you?
I have on
Yeah.
Facebook. Ones I know, people I know.
And it's a scam?
No.
Oh, okay, just donating.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have done some.
Right.
It's when you get that request for, can you cash app me some money?
Yeah.
Because somebody's account got hacked.
Yeah. That's I've seen those, of course. But yeah, and then the GoFundMe is
I'm a
little
G.
less.
You have Cash App? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we need?
Right.
Do,
He wants to say thank you
Oh.
for the tickets.
sure.
Hey, okay.
Oh, gotcha.
The winner.
Okay, awesome.
Big winner.
Yeah, big winner.
He went too.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Don't tell Greg.
All right, don't tell Greg. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then knock the. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to close out this show right now. The
Yeah.
thing about GoFundMe though is that's the one that is a little bit more like, I need money I need something. The
For a
Kickstarter
heart transplant or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Kickstarter has actually kickstarted a lot of really good companies. That's more for a company, right? That's like
Right.
you can invest. And I'm not sure if it is a real investment because I don't know if you see any returns on
Right.
Kickstarter. But it's like if you want this service, I know some video games. One video game in particular I played all started with a Kickstarter. It's a
gotcha.
really good one. And then I think you're held a little more accountable. When you get a company through Kickstarter.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to focus on a radio show. Somebody's-
Yeah.
Well, when you have a former district judge come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't talk him into coming in and being on.
He said something about, your presence here
Yeah,
kind of just
yeah.
tainted the whole thing.
Yeah, well,
not a fan.
Hey, well, I
He's still
got
not
to, I
talking
got
to
to
you.
see him plenty when
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
a judge. So
Yeah.
I saw him too much. I really don't want to see him anymore.
No.
When you see him all the time, he's sitting up above you like that. It just kind of makes you cringe when you see him.
Always appreciated his humor in the courtroom, though. There are many times that I've, some of the hardest times I've ever laughed, it had to be in a courtroom. Packed with people. Yes, he was
Nice.
He always inject a little humor into a very serious situation.
Yeah.
It does make it fun when somebody's standing out there doing that, though, doesn't it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I remember once I was sitting in there, and I was just covering it in a local interest capacity, not because for that particular time I had to be there, but he said, okay, anybody in here that's just wearing a T-shirt and shorts, just go ahead and get up. And literally 3/4 of the room was packed, probably 200-300 people in there, and 3/4 of them stood up and walked out.
That's pretty good.
All at the same time too. It was
Yeah,
like they were
yeah.
just like they knew, hey, if I just wear a T-shirt and shorts,
Right.
the judge will kick me out.
Yeah. And that's of jury duty? Is it?
No,
Or
no. This was a district court. Some people with like traffic, DWI fines,
Oh, yeah,
all different misdemeanors and
Right,
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Oh, well, that's gonna do it, man. For a Friday, I'm out. I'm totally
You wore
completely
out.
of things. So to say so.
I miss Jen's Google.
There you go. I do as well.
How's that?
That is good. That is good. We're excited to get out into the weekend, my friends. So appreciate everybody who sponsors the Morning Brew, of course, and everybody who listened and watched over Facebook Live over the past week. Big appreciation out to you guys for covering me those days, and hopefully Jen gets on a speedy recovery from the old COVID there. That's her first time actually catching it, I believe. So
I think so.
yeah, I think so. She was able to avoid it that whole time where everybody was passing it around and stuff. What was that, last year?
I'm just wondering how many HIPAA and privacy laws you just violated.
Did I?
there. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Hey, if
She
you're not,
elected
if
the
you're not a
information.
medical professional, you can't violate.
Yeah,
that.
that's
okay,
right.
yeah, okay.
That's
I
right.
got
I'll
you.
tell them about some of your procedures.
Oh, next
All right?
time my wife asks me to do something nice, I'll tell her, hey, I ain't under the Hippocratic oath. Okay.
There you go.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. You're just a hypocrite.
Yeah.
That's all. All right. Let's get out of here. For Greg Revels and Jennifer Albert, who's out sick, Patrick Massey, I'm Tyler Massey. This has been the Brew Crew. God bless you. Have a great day.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, the Queen Ashdown.